I'm not saying it's exact. I'm
Do you
not saying
think
it's
they
one
say
for one.
do you think they say muggle without the L? Like, that's their slang?
Mug
It's like
mugga.
yeah,
It's
mugga.
horrible. Okay, again,
Uh-oh. Looks like you've been caught lacking. Well, here you are. Welcome to Horny Jail.
as well.
Yeah, after 3 hours, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. It can't be. Alright, yeah, we're finally here, bro. I can't believe it. Dillard's just not here, bro.
I don't understand how he always has COVID.
Bro, how many times has he had COVID? It has to be at least
35 times
I
minimum.
was gonna say, it's gotta be a dozen times at this
It
point.
it it does feel like a lot. I
I feel like
agree.
he has COVID every week. I feel like I have long haul COVID. I just like something happened to me. Like I don't know. Something's wrong though. I just feel like I'm
Just
like always sick.
I mean,
But he is
maybe, who
actually
knows?
always sick.
Dillard is actually to be fair, Dillard, has done stuff in his life that is not conducive to his health.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's like, yeah, I do cocaine or whatever.
Yeah, just
Which I
kinda
feel like
anything and everything that could be bad, he has
yeah.
done before.
Yeah, yeah, he really doesn't care about his health or well-being in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
I'm impressed, honestly, with how little fucks he gives about anything or surrounding his health and well-being and
Yeah,
just overall mental state.
and the fact he's still kicking.
Yeah. Yeah, he really is. He's still kicking. He's still kicking. I don't know for how much longer, but he is
For
still
now.
kicking.
For now, he's still around.
Yeah, I guess so. Poor guy. Poor us. It's
Or
an
else.
emotional roller coaster being friends with Dillard.
This is true.
There's a lot of ups and downs. Yeah.
Life.
Well, anyway, welcome back. This is an episode. I don't even know which one this is, but this is a time. That's a very strong rum and coke. Um, yeah, it's been a minute. What's new with you, bro?
I finished my last semester at U of A. I'm now going to England, where I'm going to
Oh
make
yeah,
fun of
where are you
British
going?
people. I'm going to London, and then I'm interning at a school, which is very exciting. Uh,
That's
every
cool.
time the every time the kids come up to me if they try and ask me a question about history, I'll be like, look up 1776, and then once you
Yeah.
tell me what's important with that date, I will help you with the next part of your work. That's gonna be how it does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Americanize England.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. What about you?
Um, not not much. You know that girl I've been hooking up with?
Yes. Are we
That
still
might
doing no names?
yeah, for
Okay.
now at least, I don't know. But
Okay.
she wants to have a threesome.
You be thirsty.
Oh, I think I already told you about this, but yeah, so like we've hung out a few times since Christmas, but like not a lot. She said she had like a Christmas present she wanted to give me, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And like I snapped her one day. Like she said, like, "I'm so excited to give you your Christmas present" or something like that. I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And she like opened it and didn't respond for like, several hours. And
Really preparing it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Really
And then like
thinking
a
it
few
through.
hours later, she sends me a snap with like her and like another girl in it, and they're like both making like kissy faces, and I'm like, "You just ignored my question." Like entirely you ignored my question. And she's like, "No, I didn't." And I'm like, "Yeah, you did." Yeah, it
Like, I
entirely.
feel like I'm either missing something or you're missing something.
Yeah. And no, so cut to like basically I asked her about it. I was like, what is the Christmas present? Like I'm so confused. Cause maybe I was like, oh, maybe she's just trying to surprise me. I don't know. And she's like, she's like, that is what it's going to be. And I was like, what? And basically that friend, I guess, that she has like is down for a
Yeah?
threesome. So she said that she's my friend said that she wants to have a threesome. So
Is the
I
friend
don't know. I'm
hot?
kind of scared. Yeah, they're both blonde, which is weird. This is the year of the blonde for me because like
Mhm.
I don't know why, but I just blondes and I have been into each other so far this year. But yeah, her friend's pretty cute. I definitely like my friend more, but yeah, she's pretty cute too. I don't know, it's weird. I'm kind of scared. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet.
You're a monogamous man.
Yeah.
This is a hard shift for you,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
is. It certainly is.
I
Yeah.
would do it personally.
I know you would.
but that's also,
Yeah,
a, a,
that's
a a
neither here
personal
nor
feeling.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you would, but I don't know. It seems scary. She told me like she like wants to have like her friend sit on my face while like she rides me,
Mhm.
and that's not like for a second I was like, yeah, that sounds really hot, but like then I start thinking about it, and that sounds like really scary.
Like, what if I start choking and
Yeah,
you
what if
think
I
me
start
bucking my hips is actually me enjoying it, but
me
really it's me
enjoying it and then I
struggling.
just
I'm
die?
struggling. I'm struggling to get out from under everyone, but I can't.
Yeah, then I just
Yeah.
fucking die while someone's sitting on my face. Like my mom can't hear that story, you know what I mean? Or maybe she
Good
can. I
epitaph,
don't
though.
know.
It's a good epitaph.
Yeah, yeah.
Died in a threesome, suffocated. He had a good time.
He had a good time. He enjoyed
That's
it.
it. It's the entire epitaph.
Yeah, I
He
might do
enjoyed it right up until the end. Last
it.
couple moments weren't great,
Yeah, the ending was not cool.
but the build-up not bad. Build-up could have
Yeah,
been worse.
yeah. Then there was that other girl that you knew that I like asked you about. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
No?
Oh,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay,
Never
yeah,
mind.
yeah, yeah. And I like chatted up with her, but
Yeah, she's dull as a rock.
dull,
Yeah.
boring,
Oh,
absolutely boring. I guess our buddy Cole hooked up with her before, and I didn't care about that, but I just like for a second I was like, I don't really want to be tunnel buddies with Cole. So, but no, she's fucking boring. Like, absolutely, she just cannot hold a conversation to save her life. But it might be because it's text or whatever. I don't know.
yeah. You know what you should do? Just call her all the time,
Yeah, just
constantly.
constantly making phone calls. That's probably a
Phone
good
calls.
idea. Yeah,
Yeah. Really get to know her. Who
that's
knows?
probably a
Maybe
good
she's
idea.
got some like really similar interests to you. I'm not saying that's likely, but it's
Doubtful.
possible.
Yeah, doubtful.
It's technically possible.
Yeah,
I knew her brother. Well, knew is very strong. I knew of her brother.
yeah,
He had a very fun name.
yeah. He
Um,
has an interesting name.
an interesting name. And her name is nothing similar.
No, not
Like
even a
one's
little bit.
wildly religious, and the other one it sounds like hula hoop.
Yeah, 100%. And you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. I guess
Like
interesting.
it's not bad. It could be
You're like,
worse.
yeah, it could be. It could be worse. That's true.
Could be
I'm gonna.
named. There's a girl that we both know who's naming her child Brantley,
Oh, I think I know which girl you're talking
mm,
about.
which is
That's awful.
not great.
You
Not a
know,
great
we
name, in my
know we
personal
know
opinion.
too many kids who have become parents already.
Yeah,
We just know too many. Like, there's a lot from Fountain Hills. Like, there's a lot.
people just be getting people. They be sexing. What
With
can
the
you
amount of
do?
unprotected sex I have had, the fact that these people are getting pregnant is ridiculous.
Yeah, I will say
It
it is
is
wild the
ridiculous.
fact that no one's pregnant in your life.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I should have a kid by now.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I want one, but like logistically, I should have one at this point. But I just
Can I hear
be
about a dream I just had the other day?
I would love to.
And when I say other day, I mean maybe a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Um, I was dreaming that I was trapped in a Subaru commercial, and it just it just kept saying the places. Is that the saying? The places you go,
I
the
think so.
Subaru, right?
Something like that.
Okay. So I had a dream that every time it said that, I would then be switched to a new scenario that was equally just as horrifying as the last one. And then it would end with a smash cut of some weird orange Subaru. And it was just the places you'll go. And I was trying to figure out how to escape, but I couldn't. Um, and it was brutal. And at one point, I got swallowed by a whale and then smash cut places you go. It was crazy. I did
Oh
not like it.
no. That sounds
Getting swallowed by a whale, bad time.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah,
What's that
it's
one
brutal.
story about the guy who lives in the whale's mouth?
I
He
think
like
that's Noah or Jonah. Jonah and the whale.
someone lives inside a whale's mouth and like takes shits and jerks off in there and shit like that.
Oh, you know who also does that?
Ooh,
Flapjack.
great show.
Flapjack and Knuckles live inside of a whale.
Yeah. That show's so fucking weird. It's an old sailor who definitely fucks that kid. And they both live inside a whale.
Well, yeah.
They both live inside a whale, and that kid gets fucked on the daily, bro. That show is so fucking weird.
I I don't know. I kind of listen.
It's great.
I
Yeah, I
don't
love it.
remember how many seasons it was. It
I
kind of
think it was
all
just
feels
like
like just a massive fever dream.
it was one of those cartoons that we had growing up where it was like a cult classic, but they don't last that long. Like that, Chowder, I think they're all
Yeah.
roughly about 2-3 seasons. Things shows
Yeah.
like that.
Flapjack's 3 seasons. Chowder's 3 seasons. Oh,
Yeah.
you know it's also 3 seasons, I think? Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even
That's
though
cartoon. I
I
mean, that's Nickelodeon, isn't it?
is Jimmy Neutron?
I think it's Nickelodeon.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 seasons. You know what's crazy? All three of the three TV shows we've talked about are all Nickelodeon shows. How many
Flapjack is
seasons was
Cartoon
Danny
Network,
Phantom?
and
Are you
so
sure?
is Chowder.
Danny Phantom's also only 3 seasons. Chowder's not Cartoon Network. Chowder's Nickelodeon.
Chowder is Cartoon Network.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%. I know because I was watching it like 2 weeks ago drunk. And Nickelodeon shows aren't on HBO Max. Cartoon Network is because it's owned by Warner Bros. Don't fight me on this, bro. I know.
Why do you know so much information on Cartoon Network?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, straight up though, Cartoon Network kind of went wild.
Yeah.
What's New Scooby-Doo? Foster's
Yeah.
Home for Imaginary Friends.
She went
Dexter.
hard. That shit went
Courage the
fucking
Coward.
hard.
Johnny Bravo? Hell yeah.
Johnny
I
Bravo was the
love Johnny
horniest
Bravo.
television show to ever come out, and that's including Game of Thrones. Johnny Bravo was the horniest show to ever exist.
It's true. You know, this is the description for Johnny Bravo. The misadventures of a dumb blonde egomaniac who's deluded about his own manliness. Hell
Something like
yeah.
that. Fuck yeah.
Love
Dude.
Johnny Bravo.
I live
Love
for
Johnny
that.
Bravo.
I am
Because
Johnny
he
Bravo.
was the worst.
Except I'm not blonde.
He was the worst, but like it's not like anyone in that universe also didn't know that he was the worst.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true. That's true.
Like
It's
everyone was
it's like
aware he
me.
sucked.
Yeah, bro. He's me.
And the only one who doesn't know that you suck is you. Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's me, bro, for real. I'm him.
I'm him.
I'm
I'm
him.
him.
I'm that guy.
Fun fact, did not like Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I was also not allowed to watch it.
You weren't allowed to
As a
watch
kid.
Ed and Eddie? That show is
No.
also surprisingly horny.
I don't know, in all honesty.
It
I
was
saw that there was a theory that it was actually all in purgatory. Did you know that?
I have
Is there
seen that one. I have seen that one. I
actually
like
purgatory?
theories like that. Those are always fun.
I believe it.
Theories I tend to revolve around more, and like the ones that I tend to come to and think about more are just the horny ones. Just the ones where like, this character was secretly having sex with this person all along. Shit like that. That's always fun to me.
That's the stuff you really care about, you know?
Yeah, that's all that matters to me. Now, if
There's
they're go ahead.
There's a scene in Total Drama Island where a plant monster has an egg, and when the egg hatches, it's like part plant, part Chris McLean, which means he's been getting it on with some monster plants on the island.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Talk about another great character, Chris McLean.
Yeah, 100%. Great character. Wonderful. Total Drama Island that shit was good, bro. That shit was really
So
good.
Canadian.
What about Canadians?
Total Drama Island is a Canadian TV show.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Surprising. I know a lot of shit films up in Canada. I mean, obviously they don't film that. It's animated, but I know there are a lot of things that are from Canada because it's like cheap to record up there, but it's actually like made by like a Canadian production company and everything.
I think so. I mean, Owen in the first season has a massive maple leaf on his shirt.
That's true.
To be fair. Did we talk about who was the hottest character from Total Drama Island?
We did. We got really upset about it.
Oh yeah, because you thought it was Gwen and I disagreed.
Yeah, because it is Gwen for sure. I would fuck the shit out of Gwen.
You're crazy.
That's my type of woman. I only like women who are emotionally unavailable.
Gwen is wildly emotionally available. Oh, if you want to talk about emotionally unavailable, then Heather. She's so mean, it's her only emotion.
Yeah, but that's not emotionally unavailable. I want someone who hates themselves, not me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah. I want a bitch that has scars. All right. All right.
Heather might have scars, just more emotional scars than.
I'm talking physical.
Yeah,
I
know you're talking physical.
Who's done some cutting. I want that kind of girl. Yeah, that's rough.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, that's a rough one. I maybe shouldn't have said that one.
Oh, I remember the scene. Listen, there's one scene that made me fall in love with Heather. I'm not gonna lie. There's a chance you know what the scene is, but do you remember when? Honestly, it was really brutal when Heather was like about to kill Harold, like stab him, or maybe just cut him off from the jet ski, and her shirt gets caught. Yeah, that was the moment where I was like, "This is it.
Good one.
This is what I needed."
Good one. I need Total Drama Island uncensored.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's what I need.
Tried reading a fan fiction for it before. They're not very good.
bro, to keep that shit out of my eardrums.
What? You don't want to talk about Total
Don't
Drama
ever
Island
say
fan
that
fiction?
shit. Don't ever look me in my eyes. Don't ever say that shit to me again.
I can't look you in the eyes.
Don't ever talk about Total Drama Island fan fiction, bro.
There's a ton of Total Drama Island fan fiction, actually.
Don't talk about fan fiction. That shit is disgusting.
There's 14,000 of them on fanfiction.net.
They have a .net? Of course it's .net.
Well, there's fanfiction.net, but we want to talk about fanfiction websites? Well, I'll give you all the rundown of all of them if you'd like me to. Do you want me to?
You go for it.
So you got fanfiction.net, which I think is one of the better ones, although I know a lot of people disagree because they're like, it's boring heteronormative stuff. Shut up. I like it. Then we got Archive of Our Own that has truly the most depraved stories on there that I have. Do you want to know what one of the ones I read? It actually made me so uncomfortable I couldn't read for a couple days.
Wow, that's surprising because you're a degenerate.
Yeah. Here's what the story was.
Yeah.
It was a story about a character from the show RWBY, John Arc, or Jean Arc, if you will.
Jean Arc, yeah.
He found out his power is that if he kisses someone, he can make them more like susceptible to doing what he wants. But like it goes away after some time. And he has a girlfriend and they keep kissing and he's like, oh, she's really into me, but then he goes like, stay away from me, creep, like right afterwards. And so he gets like so frustrated that, again, this is the first chapter. He gets so frustrated that when his mom asks him if he's okay, he flips out and has sex with her. And then like,
what?
Yeah, I know. It gets worse. He finishes inside, which actually has a mind-altering drug that completely changes
has a mind-altering drug?
completely changes a core aspect of this woman's personality that every time he's upset or sad, she immediately has sex with him. And he goes, oh, I'm so disgusted. I can't believe I did that. But then like continues to do it. And
yeah, of course, as you do. That's me every time I hook up with someone.
It was terrible. And that was the first chapter, and I gave up. I then think I like looked
that
to
was
see
the
what the
first
last
chapter?
Yeah. I looked to see what the last chapter was to see if it got any worse. It got so much significantly worse. Like just so much significantly worse.
Ugh.
Every single woman in the world, I think, wanted to be like his sex slave or something because he kept doing it and kept causing other people to change their minds, which then like they encouraged other people, or I guess forced other people to then have sex with him. And then he kept the whole time he was just being such a little I hated him so much. He's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm just so terrible. But he kept convincing people by telling them that he wasn't terrible, that he wasn't terrible. It's the worst. It was the worst. It was really bad.
That sounds awful.
That's Archive of Our Own.
This is why I just don't dwell in any sort of community that creates art or stories about established IPs.
You're crazy. You are missing out on such good.
Really? You told me that story and I'm missing out.
Okay, given the fact that I'm the one who said it's one of the worst things I've ever read, and that it took me a second that I couldn't read again. You think I don't have stories that are, like, significantly better than the original source material? You are crazy. You're crazy.
Probably not.
There is a story called Manacle, which is a Harry Potter and a Hermione and Draco fan fiction from Harry Potter.
Fuck you.
That is perfect. It is so good. It is so good.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean, what's wrong with me?
What is wrong with you?
Hermione and Draco, enemies to lovers, the greatest trope in all of fiction.
Not even. They're barely even enemies.
On what planet are they barely even enemies?
They're barely even enemies. They just happen to be on different sides. They're barely even enemies. She's just friends with Harry and he's not. That's the difference.
Did you read the books? A villain.
Yes, I did read the books. They're bad.
He's a villain. He was a Death Eater.
So?
He took the mark. He tried to kill anyone who was Muggle-born. That's Hermione. He literally bullied her day in and day out for her bloodline.
I bully every woman I've ever tried to have sex with.
Yeah, and
sometimes it works.
That's
Oh, that sounds bad, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
That sounds really bad.
Sounds really, really bad, actually. I got to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean that. I was joking.
I'm not trying to catch it.
It was a joke. It was a prank. It was a prank.
Yeah. No, I don't bully them. I just, blackmail them.
So much, but actually, that's so much worse. That is so much worse. I can't even begin to describe it.
I don't bully women. I just blackmail them into having sex with me.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Speaking of Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy, what we thinking?
I'm gonna buy it probably. I don't even like video games anymore, and I'm gonna buy it.
I will say I have watched some gameplay for it now. So it's made in the same way that the Arkham games were made, right?
Yeah,
And some people are excited, some people aren't.
those are
I have
good
now
games.
watched it. I have not played a ton of Arkham, but I know a reason people like the combat in it is because it's like it feels like you're actually hitting
Satisfying.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only something I saw like someone had an issue with it is that since there's no actual like hand-to-hand combat, it's a very unsatisfying feeling,
Mm,
which
yeah.
maybe, I don't know.
I mean, there could be hand-to-hand combat. Like, it's not that hard to like just take your wand and slowly shove it up a little goblin's ass, or just
Okay,
make someone
in
completely
your
naked.
honest opinion,
What's a
do you
spell to
think
make
it's
someone stiff?
likely? Do you
It's
petrification
it's like petrifaction.
totalis or something?
Yeah, yeah. Petrifatus totalis, something like that. I
It's
just do that on
something
people's.
Latin. It's
I
something
would
like
just. Do you
totally
think you could do
petrified.
that? Do you think you could do that on your dick? Just your cock?
Probably.
Yeah, right. You
But
probably
then like
could,
you
right?
couldn't but like no blood would be moving now.
That doesn't matter.
I think
At
it
the end of the
might.
day, it doesn't matter. You have a stiffy no matter what, right? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm saying like I feel like your penis would like die, would it not?
Well, does your body die whenever that spell happens to you? No.
No, but I will say to be fair, the magic system in Harry Potter is a very soft magic system.
That's
And
why I don't like Harry Potter.
it's kind of do whatever you want.
You know the biggest reason why I don't like Harry Potter? This is
Yeah,
actually the
fine.
biggest reason. Is
Okay.
because there are just like items and artifacts and things like that that are already established in the world that J.K. Rowling will then just say like, "Oh, it can also do this." Like it comes out of nowhere. And then, "Oh, it can also do this." And then and that power or whatever this thing does answers whatever problem, it solves whatever problem the people are currently having. That's why I don't like J.K. Rowling, because everything's
It's
so coincidentally perfect.
wasn't magic kind of a coincidence in a lot of ways?
Yes, 100%.
Although I do kind of agree. I
Yeah,
think a perfect
100%.
example of it is the time turner, which
Yeah.
it literally got retconned in the books.
I also like how they don't use it again
Yeah,
after
because they
everyone's
realized that it
dead.
was terrible. The fact that Hermione has the most powerful magical artifact in the universe and uses it
Yeah.
so she can take more math classes is crazy to me.
Nah, bro, I'm on Hermione's side. Like, that scene in the movies where I think it also happens in the books, I don't remember, but you know that scene in the movies where Dumbledore goes, "All finals have been canceled," and everyone's like freaking out, having a fucking, just fucking jolly old time. And then the camera pans to Hermione and she's like, "What the fuck?" I'm on her side, bro. Like, what's my grade now? What am I paying for? Like, what
We're
happened?
not paying for anything. It's a
Yeah,
magic school. They don't have to
no, they
pay.
do pay. Yeah, they pay.
There's
What do
no
you mean?
tuition. They're
There
not paying a
is.
tuition.
Yes, there
There is not.
is.
There's
There
not.
is. There is.
Let's look it up.
Go
Does
ahead.
Hogwarts have to? Okay.
Go ahead. Look it up. There is
Does
tuition in
Hogwarts
Hogwarts. You can have magic student loans. That shit's
uh,
great.
never missing an opportunity, school people? Right in the hot. Oh, sorry. That's. Don't worry about that.
Fuck yeah,
Hogwarts is
dude.
actually a non-fee paying school, meaning aspiring wizards and witches can go there for free.
Cap.
Boom.
That's unsustainable.
No,
How does Hogwarts make
it's
money?
they don't need to. They are magical people and beings. They don't care
No,
about money.
everything comes from somewhere.
They literally do alchemy. They make stuff into gold all the time.
Interesting.
Because like at a certain point,
Well,
you
then
have
gold
to.
means nothing.
Yeah, nothing means nothing for wizards. They do stuff because they think it's funny,
That
or
is,
because they want
I
to kill
respect
everyone.
that. I respect that
Those are kind of
wholeheartedly.
your options. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
I respect that wholeheartedly. I would be the kind of wizard who just fuck with everybody.
Talk
I wouldn't
about
even live in the wizarding world. Like I'd figure out everything I need to know to fuck with humans, and I'd just go back to the Muggle world and just fuck with humans. That's the
I'm
slur, right? Oh no, it's mudblood.
yeah,
That's
Mudblood's a
that's
slur.
the N word.
Muggle is somehow not a slur, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's it's the same amount of letters.
Yeah, Muggle feels like such like think of here's my thing, right? When she's making this word, and this is J.K. Rowling, who's not known for her thoughtfulness when it comes to diversity, as one of the Asian characters was named Cho Chang. And when I say one of the Asian characters, I mean the only Asian character is named
Mhm,
Cho Chang.
mhm.
What is another word
Shang-Chi.
that has a no? What?
Go on.
What is another word that you can think of that's got a double G and is meant to be a slur?
Knit. Sorry, go on.
Right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's I'm not saying it's exact. I'm
Do
not
you
saying
think
it's
they
one for
say
one.
do you think they say muggle without the L? Like that's their slang?
Mug
It's like
mugga?
yeah,
It's
mugga.
horrible. Okay, again, all I'm saying is you can make an argument. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like there's an argument to be made there that she was looking up slurs and then decided on that.
yeah, 100%, 100%. I would.
Because where else do you come up with the word muggle? You know what
She
I
starts
mean?
calling all the kids spooks.
Yeah. It's just some like that think about how different Harry Potter would have been if it fully was just a racial slur. Like it not even a joke.
100%. That would have
Like
been
she just wrote it
fucking
in
funny
and
as hell.
everyone's like, what are you
They just
doing here?
call each other the N-word. Like,
Yeah.
I have thought about that before. Is why aren't there racist characters? Because there are like different. There are plenty of different ethnicities going to Hogwarts. So
Well,
why
it's
aren't
because they're racist towards non-magical people. In
it's
their
like that's
mind,
it? It's like
oh,
that's
no,
it.
not
Like come
actually.
on.
Magical creatures as well. Any magic
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much if you are not human and magical, you are lesser.
you are lesser than, especially if you're a goblin.
If you're a
What
goblin,
a shoe in for a Jewish person.
yeah, I mean it's not a joke. Like it's not
It's
even
it's not even remotely a joke. That shit is so funny to me. That
yeah,
shit is so
goblins,
funny.
centaurs are banished to the dark forest or the forbidden forest. Talk
Yeah.
about just another word for dark forest.
Harry Potter sucks.
How dare you?
Harry Potter fucking sucks. Let's just be
I love
honest.
Harry Potter,
Harry
but I
Potter
will
fucking
admit
sucks.
I will it's like they created such a universe that has such fantastic but terrible world building at the exact same time. It's wild.
Yeah.
Like something that should be utilized way more often in combat. Brooms.
True.
Brooms should be the number one way to ever deal with because if you have a spell, you have to hit someone with it, right? And
Yeah.
spells are not moving that fast. Like
Yeah,
they're
like
quick.
what is that one that kills you? Avada Kedavra?
Yeah, Vada
I feel
Kedavra.
like that gives you just enough time to like duck.
Yeah, people dodge it, I think, kind of consistently, and or
Yeah.
throw up shields to stop it. So I'm
Mm,
just saying, if you play Quidditch and you are able to dodge beaters, which move so much faster,
I love beating.
cool. I don't, I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know. But if you
Move
can
on.
dodge that, you can dodge a spell. And if you're on a broom and you're get good at hitting stationary targets,
Yeah.
it's like they're completely ignoring the fact that they have what is essentially a plane and they just don't use them in combat.
Mm, hmm.
I gotta be honest, if the real world found out about the Wizarding World, the real world would take them out in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would nuke them.
Yeah.
Not really out of like fear, out of jealousy. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? You can jerk yourself off with your mind? That's fucking crazy.
Again, the fact that that's what you're jealous about, out of all of the magical
No,
things like teleportation
no, I
and
don't need
and
that.
literally seeing the future and turning back time.
I
No,
don't
the
need
one thing
anything except money and hoes. All right.
ah, well, as a wizard, you could probably do both. As a
Yeah.
man, I feel like I know that the dark wizards are like bad. They could have
Why
been
be
so
a
much worse.
why be a dark wizard?
Why
Why?
would you not be a dark wizard?
But you can give yourself money and hoes. Like you can literally just like create a human being to suck your dick, and then they
Yeah, I'm
disappear
telling
into the ether.
that would make you a dark wizard doing
That
that.
would make me a dark. I'm the dark. I'm as dark as they come, baby.
On what planet would that not make you a dark wizard? Tell me
I don't know. How would it be?
give me any fictional universe you could think of where wizards exist, and if you used your magic to forcibly take someone and make them
No, not
have
like an
sex
actual
with you.
person. I mean, like use the ether to create like a person, to create a new person. that is
Would they be
only
sentient?
that's a good question. That's a
Because
good
if they're
yes.
sentient, that's slavery.
Let's go with the fun answer. Let's go with yes.
Okay. So
Let's go with yeah.
what you want is magical slavery. That is what
Sure.
you, okay, that's a dark wizard. I don't know what to tell you. Actually, no, you know what? I'll step that back. Hogwarts has house elves, which are full slaves,
They're full
and
on
no one
slaves.
cares.
They are full on slaves. I couldn't
But
give
no,
less
it's
of a shit.
different. It's different because they like being slaves, which
They,
is
they
the
ask for it.
official reasoning for why house elves, who apparently have even stronger magic than wizards, they enjoy being slaves.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. See, that's the America that I want.
That's the America you want. That's
That's
what
the
you should bet your
America.
dissertation on.
That
Why can't
is what my
slaves enjoy their
dissertation is going to
jobs?
be on. Why can't slaves enjoy their jobs? The slaves actually liked being slaves, and here's why. That's it. I found it. I found my calling, man.
It's just the fact that like in this universe where everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Voldemort's the worst. He kills wizards." And then
Voldemort's a pussy.
At Hogwarts where they're teaching children, they go, "Who makes this food?" And they go, "Oh, like the slaves we keep in like a locked room in the dungeon." You're like, "Oh, and we're the
That's
good guys,
hot.
right?
That's
Like
hot.
we're on the side of the light." Yeah. Okay, cool. Good talk,
Dobby, I need
everyone.
you to come in here and jerk me off.
Yeah. Again, could Dobby say no? No, he couldn't. He'd have to do it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, Dobby definitely jerked off Harry a couple times. Come on now.
I,
No,
I could
Harry
see an
definitely
argument. No, I could see an argument for the Malfoys.
definitely. That's not even a question. That's
Why'd I
not even
look
something
up
that's
are
up for
house
discussion.
elves real? Of course, house elves are not real.
No, they're real. They're real. What do you mean? I've got mine right here. Yeah. Harry Potter fucking
Literally
sucks.
jerking you off underneath your table as
Yeah.
we speak.
Yeah, that's the only way I can bear talking to you.
So you just have to constantly be
I
jerking
have
one
to
out.
constantly be just rubbing one out to get the frustration out, bro. That's the only way. Nah, Harry Potter fucking sucks. That shit is whack. Lord of the Rings is where it's at.
Fun fact: never read Lord of the Rings or watched the movies.
I know you tell me that every time, and every single
I
time I'm
did read The
always
Hobbit.
surprised. It's a
Read The
good book.
Hobbit.
It's a
It's
good book.
terrible.
You're a
It's
fucking
awful.
idiot. You're a fucking
It's
idiot.
not good.
You're
It's
a
bad.
moron. You're a piece of
It's
shit.
bad.
You're a
Here's
moron.
why it's bad. Let me
Fuck
give
you.
you my step-by-step reasons
Fuck
for it's
you.
bad. One,
Fuck
I don't
you.
remember most of it to be honest.
Okay.
Two, the thing that I do remember is the one scene that I was excited for, the Battle of the Five Armies. I'm pumped. I'm
That's not a
ready.
good part. That part's
Yeah,
okay.
what happens? What happens at the Battle of the Five Armies?
Kind of nothing.
Yeah, because the person we're following knocks himself out or something and then wakes up at the end of the battle.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's also a hobbit.
I don't care. I didn't need him to fight. Can I just have him watch?
No.
You're going to tell me that there's a battle of five armies and then you're not going to show me any of those armies fighting?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Chekhov would have an issue with that. Chekhov being
Chekhov
the
would have an issue with that. Chekhov's come.
and
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Every time you have come in the story, it's got to show up at the end. It has to.
Has to. Every single time you see a man jerking off, he has to come by the end of it. That's just
And if he doesn't, it's a
listen.
bad story.
Anton Chekhov wrote that rule. That was
It's true.
his.
He wrote the. It's a rule. It's an
If there's a man
infallible rule of
jerking
the
off
world.
in your movie, he's gonna come by the end of it. That's
It's
just how
true.
it works.
It's true. You bring up a great point. Bring up a
Good
great
for
point.
him, dude. Good for him. I'm trying to think of like what movies actually have cum in them. Not actual cum up, but
I can think of many films.
yeah.
Usually they're on a couple of websites.
Silence Silence of the Lambs.
I don't think I've ever seen the full
You've
movie.
never seen it? There's a scene where
Well,
the special agent she just got done questioning Hannibal Lecter about a few things. And she went to this like fucking mental asylum or whatever and is leaving. And this guy, I guess was like a serial rapist or something like that, is like freaking out on his bed. He sees her passing by and he like moves his hand out from under him and he just flicks his cum on her.
that's the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude. He just flicks it on her. Good for
That's
him,
so
bro.
nasty. What do you
Yeah.
mean good for him?
No, dude, I'm trying to train myself to like come like on command, like a defense mechanism.
How? Okay, you tell me how that's a defense mechanism, and I'll tell you how it's not.
Are you gonna mug me if my cum is on you?
Probably.
Oh,
If I'm already mugging you.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, damn.
So,
Well, I win because now my cum is on you. That means you're my
uh,
property,
and what?
and I
That's
get to
not
fuck you
still wrong.
whenever I
No,
like.
I
No, that
think
means I claimed you,
you
and
live in a
now you
reality
just
so far separate from our own.
and now you just have to live with it. All right, that's just how it works. Those are the cards you got dealt. That is the cum shot you got handed to you.
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyway, Lord of the
If
Rings is better
you
for as far as
existed, if you existed like an Edgar Allan Poe's time, and you thought your cousin was really hot,
bro.
and they were also 13, and it was legal.
So you're saying if I was Edgar Allan
Pretty
Poe,
much, yeah. If you were Edgar Allan Poe, would you? Would
would
you?
I fuck my 13-year-old cousin? I'm
Hey,
gonna have to go with
you're
no.
the one. Okay, well, to be fair, I did not say that. I said, would you marry your 13-year-old cousin? So
That's
someone's head is in
implying
the
the
gutter.
same thing.
No, it's not.
Bro,
It's
who's getting married and not fucking?
uh Tobias from Parks and Rec. Not Parks and Rec.
So
Arrested Development.
a television show, a
Yeah,
fictional
he's a
character.
never nude. Asexuals can do that.
That's not a real thing.
I think it very much
That's
is
not
a
a
real
real
thing.
thing. That's not
I
a
think it is.
thing. That's not a sexuality. There's no such thing as
I
asexual.
I
You
think
just
they're
haven't met the
absolute.
person you want to fuck yet.
I
Tell me I'm wrong.
yeah, you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
I think
That
so.
was easy. No, it just means you haven't met the person you want to fuck yet. There's no such thing as asexual. It's the same thing as saying pansexual. It's not a real thing. You're just
I think
bisexual.
pansexual. No, pansexual is a thing.
No, it's not.
Bisexual is you're just saying like two.
You'll fuck either genitals. That's what that shit means.
No, it
Pansexual
means
means the
that you'll
exact
have
same thing.
men or women
Yes, either
versus,
genitals.
well, yeah, men are, but then I mean, what about other genders?
Okay. Well, look, but usually there are just two genitals. You want to get
I'm
into
not
another?
saying I'm not saying there aren't two genitals. I'm saying that there are. It's a different gender. The thing that you are having a hard time understanding is the exact definition of pansexuality.
I understand what the definition of pansexuality is, but it just has nothing to do with sex.
What is pansexual to you?
Pansexuals are people who aren't attracted to genders and are just attracted to people or whatever the fuck they say.
Sexually or romantically attracted to people regardless of their sex or gender. Yes.
Yeah, it's not a real
Okay.
thing.
Okay. That let's look up bisexual.
You'll either eat pussy or suck a dick. There's like it's not. If you want to do both, then you can do both. I
But
don't
that's
care.
but
But
that's you but
it's not a real thing.
that's you putting
It's
it
just
that's you
bisexual.
you are comparing love and sex as the same thing, which
I'm
I
not
don't
at all
think is true.
comparing those. I
That
literally
is,
said if you could either eat pussy or suck a dick, or you
and
could
if
do
you're
both.
asexual, you want to do neither of those things.
That just means you don't want to do them yet. That's not a real
I,
thing.
I,
That just means you
okay,
haven't seen a dick or a pussy that you want in your mouth yet.
I highly disagree.
Nah,
I don't. What do you mean?
nah.
You don't think you think it's impossible for someone to simply not have a sexual drive.
To simply not have a sexual drive. I think if you have zero sex drive, there's probably something wrong with you. No, if you've never wanted to fuck anyone in your life, there's probably something wrong with you. Probably. I'm not saying definitely, but there's probably like something like metaphysically wrong with you, and
I don't know. I
you
feel
might want
like
to get that checked on.
I just feel like that in for people. Again, here's my thing, right? I am not asexual or bisexual.
You
I
know,
have
I
a
think I knew
pretty
that.
I have a pretty strict preference in my mind.
Generally,
Um, so same, I'm guessing for you, correct?
I'd say so.
So obviously we're gonna have a harder time understanding something that doesn't directly correlate with our beliefs and values.
Hmm.
It's like how people who are bisexual oftentimes say, well, everyone's a little bisexual. Yeah, that's your reality. So it's hard for you to comprehend that someone else's reality would not be the same.
Yeah, but we're also talking about someone who's never been sexually attracted to anyone. There's
Again,
probably
as people who have been sexually attracted to many people, we are having a fundamental misunderstanding of what it would be to not do that. Like
well,
what
we're
we
attracted to
can't.
people. Here's the thing. My point is
Yeah,
like it's an evolutionary thing. Like we're attracted because we want to fuck something. That's just how we procreate. And we want to fuck. If you've never been attracted to anything, You're meant to be attracted to someone. I'm not even saying like guy or girl. I don't care what you fuck. But you're supposed to be attracted to something. To
But
something.
but based on again, they can be attracted. As asexual people can be attracted to someone, but not attracted sexually.
What?
They can. So the idea of an asexual is that they can have romantic relationships, just
Yeah.
non-sexual
They just don't want to
relationships.
have sex. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my point. If you don't want to have sex at all, there's probably something wrong.
but I'm saying the argument of you saying it's an evolutionary thing that to be like attracted and to have sex to procreate. I mean, it doesn't work for a lot of reasons. That
Yeah,
mindset
I understand
because
what you
they're
mean. Yeah,
listen. Am I saying I fully understand it? No,
I
but
don't
I
think
also
either.
but that's the thing. I don't think we ever will be able to since we don't know what it's like.
Yeah, I don't know. Something just seems off. Something seems wrong. Like,
Again,
I don't
something
know.
seems
Something seems
wrong
off.
to us, to non-scientists who are
Now I'm a
also,
scientist.
yeah,
I'm
sure.
I'm about as much of a scientist as a scientist was in like, like the 1880s. I just had a top
That is
hat
true.
and like a
You would
long coat.
kill it in the 1880s as a
I
scientist.
would kill it
Are
as
you
a
kidding me? You
scientist.
could read. That puts you a step above most of them.
Way above anybody. Because scientists back then were just dudes who wore like one of those fucking, you know, long-tailed coats and fucking top hats and was like, I'm a scientist, and would just
Yeah.
like fucking do random shit all the time.
You know who
Yeah,
gets a
they're like,
lot of
I'm gonna
crap?
electrocute this baby. I'm a
Well,
scientist.
yeah, that is also something they would do. I mean,
Yeah.
there is a group of scientists in Sweden, I think, who basically they had this home for the mentally disabled. And fun fact, not very fun, but pretty much prior to like modern times, if you were mentally disabled, you basically were not human in the eyes of a lot of people. So
Yeah.
this group of scientists wanted to test how much sugar it would take to ruin teeth. So they took this home
Oh,
of disabled people, just fed them crazy amounts of sweet, did not brush their teeth, and just completely ruined people's teeth to find out what was too much sugar.
wow.
And then they did
That's
nothing to
fucking
actually like
nuts.
fix any of that. Like the
Oh, I'm
disabled
sure
home,
not.
they just were like, "All right, cool, see ya," and they left. And yeah, that's just what they do.
That's a YouTube prank video if I ever heard of one. Oh
That
my
is.
god, that's legendary.
Did you ever see if that
Man,
YouTube
I
prank
wish I
video?
could have lived back then.
Why would you ever, Christian? You do not wish you could live back then.
Nah, I do. It
Christian,
just would have
based
been so
on
much
your
fun.
current heritage, how do you think you would have done?
Yeah, probably not too well.
You are,
Probably
if
not too well.
again, prior to a couple, what is that? Mixed marriages were illegal for a long time, and mixed
A
children
very
were
long time.
also illegal for a long time.
A
So,
very long time.
again, pre-modern age, you would have
I'd
had
be
a
one of
rough
those.
go at things.
I'd be one of those house slaves that could read.
Maybe, or you'd be in jail.
Yeah, I should get a time machine.
Yeah, that's what you need to do, Christian. Go back in time, see what's going on. Listen,
I'm just in the wrong century.
yeah, you'd be in the wrong century and also the wrong continent. Maybe you might find a little more ease in like ancient
I
Greece.
can't. Yeah,
Maybe,
I was gonna say because I can't go to Africa either. I'm too light skinned to go to Africa. I go there,
yeah,
they'd be like, no, nope,
probably.
nope, no, you're one of them.
If you went to South Africa, same issue, but that's because white people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is the trouble with being like biracial. I don't fit in anywhere.
Yeah,
White people tell me I'm not white. Black people tell me I'm not black. I can't win. I
you get
cannot win.
neither. You get nothing.
I'm not allowed to have any sort of identity, bro, at all. It's great.
This is exactly what Willy Wonka was talking about when he said
Did I
the
tell you that one time I was hanging out with my cousins? I was in New Orleans. I was hanging out with my cousins, and basically, so I was at their house, and the police showed up, and they sent me to the door. Did I tell you about that?
no,
I was
because
the whitest person there, so they sent me to the door.
like this is the best option for all of us, and you're like, I
They
guess.
really did. They really did, dude. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Yeah,
How do
good
you
for
feel
them.
about interacting with cops? Do you ever get nervous? How often do you interact with cops,
Mm,
actually?
it's been a fair amount. No, I don't ever really get nervous. I mean, we don't live in, like a particularly like
That is true.
most of the cops here are like Hispanic. Like,
That is
I
true.
don't know. We don't live in like a particularly scary place. Now, I've had quite a few interactions with cops. I just had one memory. This is back when I was dating my ex. We were I was afraid to take her home because my mom and my sister are a lot, and I just was not getting along with them at the time. And so we were fucking in this church parking lot. The one over by, the dog park. It's like right across the street from that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like late at night, and we're like having sex in the truck, and then like three cop cars show up. Three cop cars show
Hmm.
up and like park right outside of the truck. And they get out, they pull out flashlights, they walk up to us, and like I'm like inside, right? Like I'm pulling out, and I'm like frantically trying to get my pants back on. Guy knocks on the window. He's like, "I'm gonna open the door. Is that all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have pants on." And then like he rolls his eyes, like, "Get dressed." And I get out. I put my pants on. I get out, and they talk to us. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. They just sent us home. But uh, I wasn't particularly nervous then either. That was probably like the worst interaction I had.
You were probably more worried about just being caught
Yeah,
having sex.
yeah, good times, very good times. We were really horny.
I I have called the police, I think one time, no, a couple times in my life. But the first time I called the police, I was home alone when I was probably fifth grade or something.
Mm,
And I thought I heard plates smash upstairs. And I had just moved into my
mhm.
house and I got terrified. And I didn't have a cell phone, but I had a little burger phone landline in my room.
Fuck
And
yeah, dude,
yeah,
badass.
right? It was dope. So I called 911 and they were like, what emergency. I was like, I think there's someone in my house. They go, okay, where are you? And I was like, I'll be honest, I don't know my address.
Yeah.
I am trying to imagine what it would be like to be that
Oh
operator,
yeah, that
right?
must be fun.
Well, not only because that must be a terrifying moment as an operator where you get a phone call from a child who doesn't know where they are, that thinks there's an intruder in their
That
house.
probably happens way more often than you think.
It probably does, but that would be terrifying because if you don't find it and there actually is an intruder in
It's
that
game
house and
over.
someone dies, like that's kind of on you. Not
Yeah,
exactly, but
but you
kind
would
of.
you would maybe it isn't, but you would definitely feel like it is.
It'd feel like it, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah, that would
sure.
be terrible.
That'd be a
The other
horrible way to go.
the other time I called the cops, I was once going to work and it was 4 in the morning because I worked an early shift. And as I was walking, there's this kid I worked as a desk assistant
Mhm.
just at a
Yeah.
dorm. And this kid walks up and he's kind of limping. So again, it's Tucson, so I'm like, ooh, this might be not a good interaction for me pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Are you an RA?" And I was like, "No, but I work here. What's up?" He goes, "I just got hit by a car." And I'm looking at him. He looks rough. Like he's
Oh,
bleeding all over the place. He's got road rash. He's again limping. I'm like, "Oh, where'd you get hit?" He goes, "Oh, like at the Circle K." The Circle
wow.
K is probably a mile away.
Wow.
And I was like,
Damn.
I'm sorry, you got hit and you walked back? He goes, well, my dad told me I should. I'm like, your dad told you you should leave the scene of the
That's a
crime?
terrible idea.
Your dad's an idiot.
He should get a new father.
Yeah, your dad's dumb. He goes, could you just like call the police? I don't have my phone on me. I was like, I mean, I guess. I call the police. I'm like, yeah, he got hit by a car. And they're like, is he conscious? I'm like, he doesn't look great, to be honest.
Yeah, this kid's in
I'm
rough
a,
shape.
he said he had a concussion last week and he definitely smashed his head on the pavement. So I I don't know what to tell you here. But
Jesus
not only that,
Christ.
he got hit, and I was asking him like what he did. He goes, "Well, I got hit, and then I walked to the CVS to get some Neosporin, and the guy gave it to me for free because I look so rough." I'm like, "Okay, you need to call the police faster
He
next
didn't
time.
get any
If you get
gauze
hit
or
by
anything like that. He just got a new sport.
no, it was just." But in my mind, I'm like, if you're getting hit by a car and your first reaction is to just walk home, you have to do something.
I like that he went
I
to the
don't know.
Circle K and the guy at the Circle K didn't offer to call the cops or something.
Like, no, that was my thing. And he goes, "Well, the guy at Circle K was very nice and gave me the stuff for free." I'm like, he should have called
Yeah,
the
he should have been
police.
like, "You look like you just got attacked by three Rottweilers."
Yeah, you look beat up.
Yeah.
Not only that, that kid had such an unlucky week. His girlfriend broke up with him. He
Ooh.
lost his passport. His wallet got stolen, and
Oh,
he got into a boating accident earlier that week. All in that week.
wow. I like to sometimes think about how unlucky I am, but I'm not. That's crazy.
Not that unlucky, right?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
That would be that would be truly universally bad luck.
That
Like
is
the universe
insane.
itself has to conspire against you.
He should play the lottery.
Yeah, because it's gotta come back at some point.
Yeah, at
Oh,
some
and then he
point.
got dropped from his frat as
Oh
well.
my god. That's not so
Yeah.
bad.
He also said his brother had cancer, but I'm pretty sure that was a
Oh.
lie.
Oh, he lied
Although
about his brother having cancer? What was
I
he
don't
going to
know.
get out of work? Like
I have no idea. I feel like saying you got hit by a car is enough to say you're done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Huh. Interesting.
I don't know.
Wow. That's crazy.
These kids be crazy.
There was a time where I thought I had cancer last year. I had
Aren't
this
you? You're a
yeah.
hypochondriac, right? Does that count
I
for
don't know. I don't
cancer?
know if it does, but I thought I had cancer because I had this weird lump that formed on my neck. And it like stayed there and it got pretty lumpy for a little while. It was like about a week, and then I went into the doctor. Turns out it was nothing. I don't. The doctor didn't even really know what it was. He's like, "It's not cancerous. I don't know what this is." He like sent me home, gave me antibiotics, and was gone within the week after that. But I thought I had cancer for a while. I was like crying one day. I was like, "I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking
Like this
die,"
infamy.
because it was like it was noticeable. Like it was definitely like it was a legit lump on my neck. Yeah,
It is wild sometimes with doctors where they just like don't
it's
know, and you're
hilarious.
you're
It
like, what do
happens
you
to
mean
me a
you don't
lot.
know?
It happens to me a lot. Almost every time I go into the doctor, my doctor's like, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
Here's some
Yeah,
antibiotics
here's
though. This
antibiotics.
will probably
This
do something.
should do something, I hope. We'll find out. Uh,
I will say, to be fair, a lot of
a
times they're
lot of
right.
times they are right. A lot of times they are right. And then you get those doctors like will look at someone who's like, oh, he has a fucking something Nelma on his fucking cervix. Wait, what? On his something. He has some kind of
Cervix?
cancer, that thing right there on his thing, on that. Yeah, and then they just fucking cut it out and the person saves that person's life and fucking figures it out in like fucking 15 minutes. Those doctors are weird. They're an alien. They have x-ray vision.
Christian, that whole story was so hard for
Yeah,
me to
no, it
follow.
was hard for me. It was
But
hard
I
for me
think
to,
I
could you tell I was struggling through it?
yeah, I
He's
could
a very
definitely tell.
strong
You
brother.
forgot
So
the word you forgot the word
thank you.
melanoma, and then you forgot that men don't
I
have
caught myself on that
cervixes.
one.
Yes, that's true. But then you said that these doctors have X-ray vision. You can see how there's some
Great comic
confusing
book.
confusing things you put here.
That
You
sounds
know
like
what I
a
mean?
great movie. That would be a great
Yeah.
fucking TV show. A doctor show, but the doctor like has like fucking X-ray vision like Superman. But he can't give himself up, so he just has to keep like pretending like he doesn't have X-ray vision. And he just fucking pervs on the nurses when they're on breaks. Ah, wonderful show. I would watch that.
Why? Here's my question for you, Christian, just occasionally that I always have. Why do you want to watch shows where people are perving on others
Because
so
it's very
often?
funny. It's very, very
Hmm.
funny. When people are perverts, that shit's hilarious.
I
I can't
disagree
I can't do it.
wholeheartedly. The fact that you think that that is funny and then you won't watch anime, even though that's a
Because
big
I'm not a
portion of
pervert.
anime and anime comedy, but you said you find it
Yeah, it's
funny.
funny when people are perverts.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know. I'm
funny.
telling you, in anime, I'm a very
I'm a
serious
very
guy.
serious human being. I
That's what
take
you're missing.
everything seriously, 100% all the time.
Now, you know what humor I don't find funny? Don't find raunchy humor funny. I don't think I don't get a kick out
It's
of it.
just not funny.
Most of Adam Sandler's stuff, don't like
Yeah,
it.
Adam Sandler's just not that funny, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah. Fun fact though, only ever cried to one movie, and that's Adam Sandler's
Of
Click.
course, you cried to click. Oh my
When
god.
he is in the rain calling to his son or daughter,
I
I
think it's his
forget who he's
daughter.
calling to at that point in time, and they can't hear him, and he collapses to the ground with a
How many
heart
times
attack.
does he die
That
in that
is
movie?
brutal. I couldn't. I
I think
once.
he because
I
he's
think he
also an
does
old
once.
man and dies on like the hospital bed, doesn't he?
No, that's
Oh,
the
is that
scene.
the scene?
That's the
Oh
scene I'm talking
yeah,
about. Yeah,
fucking funny ass movie.
that was sad.
I like that. That's the one. That's the one that got you.
That's this made me cry. I've never cried to
Yeah,
anything
for
else.
sure.
Like Fault in Our Stars,
No,
didn't
I didn't
care.
cry to that.
Um, Name another sad movie.
I
I
cried
don't watch a lot
after
of
The
sad
Fault in Our
movies to be fair.
Stars, but that's because I watched it with my ex after we had broken up. Terrible idea.
You watched The Fault in Our Stars like a year
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah, that was the first time I watched it. I read the book.
Why?
That's funny. I've actually read the book twice, but I never watched the movie.
Book's
It's
actually
pretty
not
good.
bad.
It's a pretty good book. The
Book's not
movie's
bad.
also
Movie was
it's
fine.
alright. Yeah. Yeah.
It's from 2014.
Wow. That's not long ago. That's
That's
crazy.
That's 9
That
years
girl,
ago.
I can't remember her name, the actress from The Fault in My
Shailene
Yeah,
Woodley,
she was really the it girl back then. She really was. Like, she was in
even
that, all
though
the Divergent movies. Um,
which were
she
terrible.
was in The Spectacular Now, great film. Uh,
Did
it's a
not
good
watch
movie,
that.
really good movie with Miles Teller. I love him. He's great. Yeah.
Apparently, Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley are
Aaron
dating.
Rodgers?
What?
How old is he? How old is she?
They're engaged? The hell?
That can't be
She
right.
is 31. He's probably about third. I don't know.
He's
I don't know Aaron
39.
Rodgers that well.
She's, yeah, 31. I guess they're not that
31.
far apart. Wow, that's crazy.
I think she is so wildly
Shailene
unattractive.
Woodley, you think she's unattractive? I think she's cute. I think
Yeah,
she's very cute.
I think I think she's I think she's wildly
Wow,
unattractive.
really? I'd put her at like a 7.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're
I'd
crazy.
put her at a 6.5.
I give her a 5
Mm,
max. Average at
really?
best.
I'd put her at a 6.5.
I
She's
I
cute.
don't know.
That's crazy.
I
That's wild.
could.
That is certainly a hot take. That's certainly a hot take. Yeah.
Do you think Ansel Elgort's
Yeah, he's a
attractive?
cute kid. He's
Baby
a cute
Driver
kid.
guy?
He's cute in like a kind of like soft, goofy kind of way. That's what I
Fair
think.
enough.
He's a cute kid.
I also
Baby
I
Driver,
don't think he's the I don't
great
think he's
film.
the good.
Very good film.
I did like
It's
Baby
really good.
Driver.
I like that movie a lot. You know who is really cute? Lily James. Is that her name? Lily James from Baby Driver?
Oh,
She's adorable. She's a cutie.
she is.
I like her a lot. I'm really into her, actually. I mean, she's kind of my type, though.
She, yeah, she looks a lot like your ex.
Yeah, I have a type. I'm aware. I'm
Yeah,
aware. You know who else looks like her a little bit? Her and her sister do. Uh that girl that you thought was really cute that used to come into the gym you worked at. Yeah, she kind of looks like Lily James a little bit.
probably shouldn't say her whole
Yeah,
name.
I'll bleep that one out. But she kind of looks like
My
Lily
bad.
James a little bit. Her and her sister.
I just wanted to make sure that's who we were
100%.
talking about.
100%.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess a little bit. I truly, when I say I think I've talked to like one time in my life in 6th grade, and the only information I have of her is that she used to be our student body president class president in 6th grade. That's truly the only thing I remember
And that's
about her,
crazy.
and the only
Get
thing I
shit
ever
on.
knew.
She and I used to shoot the shit.
Yeah,
When I worked at Subway, she'd always come and talk to me for like she'd stay in there and talk to me for like way too long. It was really funny.
Mr. Chance, didn't you find her
Yeah, oh,
cute?
she's adorable. She was like Miss Maricopa County or whatever. She's cute. She's very cute. But
I think I
yeah,
did know
she
that.
follows me on Instagram. She's cute. Yeah,
Dan, you're
I'm
so
such a
cool.
cool guy, dude. What can I say?
Such a cool
The
guy.
Riz is crazy. I think she has a boyfriend. So also she lives in
You know, I
Texas.
found out
So
about. I did know that. You know, I found out about
what's that?
Riz. So when I was a camp counselor during the summer, a lot of kids, like these middle schoolers, would say people have Riz. And I had never heard of
Yeah.
it before that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I must be really old to have
We'll
never
get it
heard of
up there.
this. But here's the thing, Riz is popular now,
Yeah.
or like I guess more popular like a month or
Yeah.
so ago, which means it's not the trends are not filtering down, they filter up completely.
Mhm.
So all these kids in high school who think that they're so original and they call us like I got called Gen X at the camp a lot because apparently they didn't. Not only did they not believe I was Gen Z, they also didn't even think I scratched millennial. They thought I was a minimum 46, which is crazy.
Oh my
Um,
god.
but but I'm saying that they try and treat us like we're old school, but I knew what Riz was
They did.
before
Yeah.
they did,
100%.
and I still thought
Yeah,
it was dumb.
it trickles up, not down.
It trickles up, and never once have I thought that's cool
No.
or funny or
100%.
good. In fact,
I
it's
just say it because
terrible
everybody
and
fucking
continues
says
to be
it. Yeah.
terrible. I
It's
hate it.
hilarious.
And you know what I hate just as much? When people go, "Oh, because it's short for charisma." Shut up.
Oh, because it's
I guess
short
short
for
charisma.
charisma. I get
Uh-huh.
it. Ah.
It's stupid. It's really,
Yeah, no,
really
that
dumb,
shit
and I
is
hate it.
fucking hilarious. I love that. I love just coming up with the different like nicknames for Riz. Like the Rizzler is good. That's a good one. I love that.
But it's so bad. It's so bad.
Starsky and Riz.
Starsky. It's not. Doesn't even sound like Starsky
But
and
no, but
Hutch.
I've heard that one. It doesn't
But it
even
doesn't sound
sound
like it.
like it at all. But I've heard people say it.
At least for the Rizzler, it's
Yeah,
Riddler. Like it's
yeah.
close. Starsky and Riz makes no sense. Sorry, not Starsky and Hutch. Starsky and Hooch. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. What's that one actress's name? Elizabeth Olsen. I've heard that one.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
That one's just racist. Oh man,
It's so bad.
there's so
It's
many
so
good
bad.
ones. I love Riz.
You know who's wildly, in my opinion, attractive?
Who?
Shoot. Jessica Banks? No. What's her name? Shoot. She's in Pitch Perfect.
Oh,
She's one
Anna
of the
Kendrick.
commentators. No, no,
Oh,
no. Well,
oh
yes.
no.
Yes, I do
Anna
find her
Kendrick is.
attractive.
I used to have a crush on Anna Kendrick. I don't at all anymore, actually.
Anna Kendrick in Pitch Perfect 1. And, Brittany Snow, the redhead from Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, she's your type.
I
There are a
was
few
in love with
redheads
her.
I'm into
Pretty
right
much
now.
every character in Pitch Perfect I was actually really into.
There are a few redheads I'm into right now. There's this one girl,
Elizabeth Banks. That's who it is. Did
Elizabeth
you just
Banks.
say Elizabeth Banks? No, you
No,
said Elizabeth
I said
Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen. There are a few redheads I'm into right now. IRL, not like. Which is funny because I've never liked redheads before. But there's this one girl that I work with. She's cute.
Well,
She's really cute.
except for that one redhead.
Except for that
That one
one.
redhead that
Bro, I
that me and
wish
you
we knew who she
that
was.
one, that one redhead from way back when.
Oh my god! Like the only model you and I were both comfortable with following at the time.
Yeah.
Because you had a
And
girlfriend and I was trying to get a girlfriend, so I like didn't follow
yeah.
any models at the time. And then like fucking, we saw her and we were like, oh, she's so cute. And then
Yeah.
why did we both unfollow her?
I think I unfollowed her because you said it was odd that had a girlfriend was following a model, and I agreed because I had never thought of it before.
I shouldn't have done
So
that
I unfollowed it. It's okay. I had unfollowed it,
because I think I
and
did the
then
same thing to myself.
yeah, and I truly cannot tell you her name. I feel like it's like Anna something. I
I
don't know though.
think it was like Anna something like that. She was so cute. Oh my god, she was so cute. Ah, I
And we'll
wish
never
I
know.
knew. I wish I knew what her name was, bro. She was such a cute redhead. Oh my god, damn, that's so
Redhead
tragic.
Instagram model.
Yeah, dude, you'll find it. We're never gonna find her again.
No, yeah, it's impossible.
Never in a million years. There's so many now. There's so many
I know.
redheads that are models now. It's crazy.
I know.
Sucks. It's
And
tough.
we'll never.
We're spoiled for choice now. And the problem is now we don't know what exactly the choice was.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, and I don't think I ever will.
No, it's never gonna happen. Here's the thing: is like she was so cute. I feel like if I were to see her again, I might not even know it was her.
You're
Like,
probably right.
I feel like because maybe we've seen her since then, but I couldn't tell you because like it's just such like an amorphized face now. Like it's just like I know it was objectively really really cute, but I can't remember exactly what she looks like.
Yeah, yeah. You know who? Oh, he's taller than I thought he was. You know who I do think is attractive?
Who?
Also from Pitch Perfect. The guy who played the main love interest for Anna Kendrick,
Joyner Lucas.
Jesse.
No, yeah. What is
No,
his name?
Skylar Aston.
Skylar. Yeah, Skylar Aston. Yeah,
He was a good looking guy in Pitch Perfect 1.
He's still a good looking guy. He looks exactly the same.
He is. He does look exactly the same.
He looks
Still a good looking guy.
Yeah.
I
still a
had
very
read
good-looking
somewhere
guy.
that he was 5'7". He's actually 5'10", which I fully don't believe.
Yeah, he's up there. Good looking guy. I
He's
think
35. Damn.
yeah. He was with the one girl from Pitch Perfect, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, with Aubrey.
Yeah, yeah. I think they were
Yeah.
married even.
I don't remember. Anna Kendrick's almost 40.
That's not surprising. She was popular back in like 2010.
Yeah, I know. I
That was a
still love
decade
her.
ago.
Big fan. Big fan of Anna Kendrick.
And most actors get popular when they're about 30.
That's true.
Like most actors that like get like have like breakout roles and like really do something, like usually you work on it for like a decade, then you're like 30, and then you like hit your stride, then you're like 40.
Yeah.
Acting,
Anna Kendrick though.
acting's tough.
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, she used to really do it for me. Not so much anymore. Not so much anymore.
That's crazy.
I don't know why. You know who I also used to have a crush on? Kristen Stewart.
I do think Kristen Stewart is good looking.
Which I
to
don't
be
know
fair.
why I had a crush on Kristen Stewart because
Isn't it
now I
Kirsten
don't.
Stewart?
No, it's Kristen.
Or is it Kristen?
Yeah, and now I don't have a crush on her anymore, and I think she looks like my cousin. So
Well,
it's
maybe
really
that's why
weird.
you think. That's why you're not. Anna Kendrick's older than Kristen Stewart. That's wild.
Definitely, yeah, but they're both pretty talented. Kristen Stewart less
like-
so for sure.
I still think she's good.
She's
I
good.
think she's a good. She's good.
I liked her
actress.
in that movie Underwater. She did a really good job.
Never heard of it.
Came
I like
out
her in
like
Snow
a
White and
couple
the
years ago.
Huntsman.
I also liked that movie. No one else
It's a good
did.
movie.
I've noticed that
It's
about us.
crazy.
It's like you and I don't agree on a lot, but then there's like those like breakout movies that like nobody liked for some reason
Yeah.
except for you and me.
Yeah, and we're just like,
We have
no, it
a
was
few
good.
of
It was
those. We're
fine.
like, I like that a lot. What was another one we had?
Suicide Squad,
Yeah, Suicide Squad was
the
one of
like
them.
original one that came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was
Um,
one of them. There was another one that we talked about not too long ago, and I was like, I love that movie. And you're like, I also love that movie. Fuck, I can't remember what it
not
was.
Bullet Train, but it was a similar idea.
I think so.
Um, shoot, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name.
Yeah. Damn. I don't know. It'll come to us eventually because we have quite a few movies like that where nobody else fucking likes them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
I
other
think
ones.
people just have bad taste. You
I
know?
agree. I think people do have bad taste, but bro, speaking of bad taste, or good taste, or just things that are good. The other night I watched the first episode of The Last of Us. The series came out on HBO. It's based off of the
Yeah.
video game. It's fucking good. It's really fucking good.
Oh, is it good?
Dude, you know me, I hate everything.
It's
It's
true.
really fucking good. Like it's really good. Like genuinely. And it's like
Do you have to play the game to like get it?
no, no. I like
Okay.
obviously you'd like it more, but it's also just objectively pretty damn good. And you can tell the show's made by people who are actually fans of the source material. It's like the first time I think I've ever seen it. It's crazy. I did not have high hopes at all, and I am pleasantly surprised. Yeah, it's good. I highly recommend it. It's on HBO. Pedro
A shot.
Pascal does
Give
a
it a
good
watch.
job. The girl who plays Ellie does a
I
really good job.
I do like Pedro Pascal. I do feel like he's a little overrated.
Um, I think yes, but I also think he's a shoe-in for Joel. I think
That's fair.
he
I
is.
have not played The
That's very
Last of Us, to
fair.
be fair.
That's very fair. I think he's a shoe-in for Joel. They have very similar, first of all, very similar body type and stature. The demeanor is very similar. The way he like kind of portrays that dark side that Joel has is really good. I honestly I don't think I could have picked a better option for Joel. Yeah, I think Pedro Pascal was perfect for it. No, he did a really good job. At least the first episode,
Yeah,
it's like an hour 20 minutes. It's great.
I thought he was great as Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones.
Very good. Yeah.
I think he's very talented in The Mandalorian, although I don't think The Mandalorian is that good.
No, I
He
agree.
was terrible in Kingsman: and The Golden Circle, but to be fair, that
I think that was
whole
on
movie
purpose.
sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
whole
think he
movie was
was
terrible.
purposely bad. But yeah. I also thought it was terrible. I only made it halfway through. I couldn't finish it. And
He
I
was
never
also
do
in
that.
Wonder
I was
Woman
usually
1984.
I didn't watch that. I
I
didn't
also
watch
did not
that.
watch it. I heard it was terrible, and I saw some clips and looked bad.
Yeah.
Gal
Well, I
Gadot,
saw
sorry, Gal
Kristen
Gadot.
Wiig playing a supervillain
She,
and I was out.
oh yeah, she plays Cheetah.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot is not good.
No, she's not. She's really not talented. Like she's
She
not.
got
She's
very
very
lucky
pretty.
that the first. Here's the thing. She got incredibly lucky that in the first Wonder Woman, her like not good acting just kind of felt like
It
Wonder
felt
Woman.
natural. Yeah, it felt like Wonder
Like
Woman
it just felt
showing
like
up
Wonder
on
Woman was
Themyscira all this time. Yeah.
yeah. So she's figuring stuff out as she's going.
But it's
But
still
pretty
the
much in
same.
everything else I've ever seen her in. Oh, A Death on the Nile, terrible movie.
Terrible. It did
Terrible
not
movie.
deserve to be that bad. It did
Yeah.
not deserve it. That's a good book.
Yeah, that was again. I had the same feeling with the Murder on the Orient Express. It
Yeah,
was
I didn't
also a
see that
bad
movie.
movie.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one, but I really liked
Red
the original
Notice,
now book.
terrible movie.
I didn't watch that either. I had a feeling that was going to be bad.
Someone tried to tell me that they had really good chemistry between the three of them, Rock, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds. I
Definitely.
cannot begin to describe how little chemistry they all have
Yeah,
together.
of course. First of all, that was literally just a paycheck to any of them.
Yeah,
That movie was just a paycheck. There's no
yeah,
way
it
it was
wasn't good.
anything else. None of them cared about that project. Come on. Even
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, like he didn't care about that project.
I will say, I think Ryan Reynolds is a talented actress
Me
to a degree.
actress.
However, sorry, actor,
You're good.
to a degree. However, I think he is not just he's not a character actor. He's Ryan Reynolds in whatever role he plays.
Every time. Every single movie he's ever been in.
So, like, sometimes people go, oh, like, this movie's not good. Like, if Ryan Reynolds deserves better. No, this is a perfect role for Ryan Reynolds. It's just not this is
It's
just
just
how
not a
he
good.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes he finds the right, like, the Deadpool movies works for him.
Great. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great. They're his best movies.
But like Green Lantern, again, he played that's how Hal Jordan is.
Yeah, he
Like he
played.
played an
Yeah,
accurate Hal Jordan.
yeah.
It just was bad,
It
a
just
bad
wasn't a
movie.
good movie. Everything didn't work. It was all really bad. It was just a combination of things that was just terrible.
Yeah. Red Notice he wasn't good in. Hitman's Bodyguard, good movie.
Great movie. That's it. Nobody liked that
Yeah,
movie. That's another one. Nobody
that's
liked that
true.
except for
Yeah,
us.
didn't love the second one. Second one
No,
was fine.
second one was boring.
Yeah, it just wasn't that good. Even Morgan Freeman I thought was wasted in that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah,
Salim, what's her name? Salima Halleck. Is that how you say it?
Salma Hayek,
Salma, thank you. I
she's
butchered
bad.
that. I think she's very good looking.
She is so hot. She's like almost 60 or like 60 years old, I think now. She is still
56.
so
Yeah,
hot.
she's very good looking.
Yeah, she's hot. She's a hottie. Oh my god.
She plays shoot Kitty Softpaws in Puss in Boots.
Yeah, she does. She does a good job. I saw the new one. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's pretty good. It's
I watched it last night.
yeah, it's pretty good, except for John Mulaney plays fucking,
I agree. Uh, uh, Jack Horner, Big Jack Horner.
which is not a role for him.
No,
The
it's not.
voice just does not match. I liked that movie a lot. I did not like his voice in it. It was bad.
I didn't love that he turned out to be the final boss when really the final boss should
Should
have
have been
been
Death.
the
Yeah.
Death Wolf. Yeah,
Yeah. That was good. That was a cool character. I liked him a
he
lot.
was very cool. I don't think the voice actor was a perfect choice for him though.
No, I don't even know if it was really just the voice actor, but I think it was like a lot of the way he did the lines. I think because I think the
Yeah,
voice was good. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe it was the voice actor
it could have
himself.
been a little deeper.
I felt
That's
like
what I
the
was looking for.
delivery wasn't there. Yeah, it should have been more
Yeah,
monotone.
yeah. Sometimes he nailed it.
Yeah,
And that was
agreed.
what threw me off. Like sometimes the delivery of a line, I was
Mhm.
like, "Ooh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's scary." But
100%.
then other times I'm like he does this one part that I know a lot of people actually liked. I think it's terrible, where he's trying to say that he's death. He goes, "Not theoretically, not metaphorically, not
I'm dead
not
straight up.
I'm
Or whatever.
straight up." It's
Yeah,
so stupid.
yeah. I thought that was really stupid as well.
Adding straight up onto the end of that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's just, but it's also like meta because people say that in the real world, and
I know
this
it's
is the
just dumb.
Shrek universe. Did you know they're making another Shrek movie?
I'm not surprised. I love Shrek. I'm not gonna lie.
I've liked all of the Shrek movies. They're still
I love
really
Shrek.
good. They're really good. Yeah, that's just
Talk about I will say in The Last Wish, people die brutal deaths in it.
oh
Like
yeah,
Big Jack Horner's uh
like
Baker's dozen,
yeah, they
they
got
get murked
fucked up.
all the time, like brutally.
Yeah, there. I feel like there were more than a dozen deaths.
Yeah.
Then in the Baker's dozen, I feel like more than 12 of them died for some reason. I don't really know how that works, but yeah. You know who I really liked the voice acting from? Technically, I think Goldilocks is Scottish. Isn't she supposed to be Scottish?
No, I think they're like East End British, I think.
Oh, I thought Goldilocks was a Scottish story. Anyway,
No, did you that's Florence Pugh who voices her.
yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, I think she's such a cutie. I love Florence Pugh.
I think she's overrated.
Really? Wow, that's
Sorry,
so
overrated looks wise, fantastic actress.
fantastic actress. I still haven't seen
Very
the
good.
Black Widow movie just because it came
You
out.
should see it. It's good. It's
It
a good
it came
movie.
out like
Go in with low
5 years
expectations.
too late. She's
It
dead.
did. Yeah, that's true. I agree.
I
But
would've, seen it in theaters if it came out before Black Widow already died.
I
I
know.
would've already seen it.
I You bring up a great point, and I fully agree with you. However, here's what I will say. The movie itself kind of funny, like in the sense where it's just another um massive conspiracy plot of a different secret organization that actually controls the world, which is every single Marvel movie, ever,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
However, the actual like relationship of the Romanoff family is
I
great. They
heard that
have
that is
great
good. I
chemistry.
heard that is really good.
And Yelena she's good in it. She's really, really good.
Who's Yelena?
That's sorry, that's Florence Pugh's character.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha.
My bad, sorry.
No, no, you're good.
Um, but she was in Don't Worry, Darling with Harry Styles, which was fine.
Have not seen
It
it.
was fine. It's not that good.
Yeah.
It's like not the worst movie I've ever seen, but like it's also it's just fine. And I have a bone to pick with Olivia Wilde because you can't do that to my man Jason Sudeikis.
Yo, they broke
You
up,
know?
didn't they?
Yeah. And not that they only break up. She then got with Harry Styles while they were filming Don't Worry,
Olivia
Darling, in which
Wilde got
Olivia
with Harry
Wilde.
Styles.
How did you miss this? Do you live
I
under a rock?
She's like 15 years older than him.
She's much older than him. And not only that, she got with him when she was the director on Don't Worry, Darling, as well as an
He
actress on it.
directed Don't Worry, Darling? Interesting.
Yeah, she did. And I
Wow.
will say, I do think Olivia Wilde is very good looking. Oh, Olivia Wilde in
Tron?
she was in no, I was gonna say Year One.
Oh, yeah.
She was good looking in the Year One. I
She's
do
a
think Olivia
good-looking
Wilde is good
lady.
looking.
She's a good-looking
Um,
lady. She's a
she's
little
only
scary
38.
sometimes, if I'm being honest. Sometimes she does
Yeah.
look a little scary, but she's a good-looking lady. You know, so maybe that's the like spice you need in your relationship. Apparently not for Jason Sudeikis, but apparently that's the spicy. I can't believe they broke up, bro. That was my power couple. That was my power because
I
like
know.
you could take an average but hilarious man and put him with a supermodel.
Yeah.
I loved that. I thought that was
And I
great.
love Jason Sudeikis. He's also great in Ted Lasso.
Yeah, yeah. Jason Sudeikis is wonderful. He's honestly he's a little underrated. I feel like nobody talks about him.
To be fair, I don't think he's ever found the role as perfectly suited to him as Ted Lasso is.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's really good.
Like he plays a upbeat, happy-go-lucky guy with a dark past incredibly well.
Yeah, I agree. Really, really
But I
good.
feel like sometimes he tries to take more of like a raunchy approach, which I don't think works for him, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I feel like it does. I mean, because I mean, to be fair, maybe I don't know what movies of his that you've seen, but he's been in some stuff that I thought was really good, like pretty raunchier things, like Horrible Bosses. I thought he was really great in, as
I
well as
hated
We're the
Horrible
Millers. You
Bosses.
didn't like Horrible Bosses? I thought that was pretty good.
No,
We're the Millers. I thought
I
was good.
do. I do love Charlie Day though.
Charlie.
Charlie Day. He's in
Oh
Horrible
yeah,
Bosses
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
also Always Sunny.
Yeah. Great show. Great show.
Great show.
No idea
Great
how that
show.
show was even on air. No idea.
It's
It is
amazing.
so horrible, and by horrible I mean like morally. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. It's one of the greatest. It's one of the greatest pieces of art ever created. I just have no
Yeah.
idea how it was able to run for as long as it did because the jokes they had were so fucked up.
They're like the people within it, like those characters are like morally abhorrent. Like they are
Yeah,
truly
they are truly
like
important.
evil characters, and
Yeah.
it's great.
It is so good. It's really good. Wow, yeah. Now every single time I
Oh,
even think about it, I'm like, how did that show go on? Like, how did
I
it?
know.
It's so fucked up. It's great. What a wonderful piece of art.
So terrible.
I need to watch.
Yeah.
I think I only saw the first 2 episodes of Ted Lasso. I need to watch more of it.
Oh, you gotta watch it. It's great. Great
Yeah,
show.
first 2 episodes are really funny though.
I'm a big fan. Big fan of Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is very, very good.
Yeah, and just Jason Sudeikis fucking he punched Baby Yoda, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he was one of the scouts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's literally the only good part of like the Star Wars universe at this point is literally just like how some like really good actors and like talent will just be in like small stormtrooper roles. I think
Christian,
that's
you
great.
need to watch Andor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You keep saying that.
No, and it's so much better than The Mandalorian.
I'll watch Andor, you son of a bitch. I'll watch it. All right. I will watch it. I'll
So
watch
good.
it. I'll watch it.
Oh, Carl Weathers plays Grief Karga from Mandalorian. I knew he was familiar. I just couldn't figure out from where.
Yeah, Carl Weathers from fucking that's
Rocky.
Apollo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy. Good looking dude, especially back in the 80s. He's a hottie. Yeah, he's a
He's
hottie.
clean.
Him and fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger together, man. Oof, unbelievable.
Who's the guy that plays Kane the Conqueror? Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors is a good looking dude. Did you
Yeah,
watch
he
The Harder
is.
They Fall?
The Harder They Fall. Yes,
It's a
very
Netflix
good.
movie with Idris Elba. Yeah, really, really good.
Jonathan Majors he's incredibly talented. He is. It's actually crazy. He is incredibly talented, dude. It's nuts. I don't understand it. He's also just a good looking guy and he's buff as shit.
Yeah, he got jacked. I've seen the first Creed movie. I thought it was really good. Is he in because he's going to be in the third Creed movie.
Yeah, he's coming in the third one.
Was he in the second one?
I have not seen the second one. I only saw the first one. I don't think he's in the second one.
I also have.
He's coming up in
not.
Creed 3. He's not in Creed 2.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like Creed 2 did great. I never watched Creed 2.
I never watched it either, but it was a pretty big commercial success from last I heard. Plus, like, it's got Michael B. Jordan. I'd fuck the shit out of him.
Creed 1 was good.
Yeah,
Did
Creed
really
1
like
was
Creed
very
1.
good. Very, very good. I liked it. I think it's a good story. It's one of the few, like, I don't know, reboots I think is it's actually good. This is not a
Yeah.
reboot, it's rebuquel? I don't know. No, that shit is good. Yeah, Jonathan
I'm
Majors.
gonna
The
rewatch
Heart
at
of the
some point.
Fall was a good movie. Thought it
Yeah.
was good.
It was I got very sad and very angry at some points in time though.
Yeah.
Pretty much Idris Elba's entire crew, I was good with them all being shot.
Yeah, same. I didn't care. I was really sad when Beckworth got killed by
Oh
fucking
yeah, because
Cherokee
he was the
Bill.
Cherokee Bill sucked. He was so
He
annoying.
sucked. Beckworth was my favorite character.
I
I
know,
mean, of
but to
course he
be
was.
fair, he definitely did deserve to die. He was way too cocky, and that was his issue.
Yeah.
Something that he kept not
But he
figuring
was
out.
lightning with the blam blams.
I know, and he should have. Oh man, I wish he survived. I
Yeah,
did
me
love him.
too. Yeah,
I
that was
did
a
love him.
really talented cast. I like that movie a lot. It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need more
yeah,
movies like that. We need more movies. Just I don't know, just fun. It was just made because people wanted to make it. This was just fun. I liked it a lot.
yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah,
Good time.
people don't do stuff like that no more. It's all about sales. I mean, I
Yeah,
get it.
hate him.
I get it. Like, who wants to make something that doesn't sell?
Like I get it.
Yeah, that's this podcast. Yeah, this piece of shit. That's all it is. No, I get it. Fucking what was another movie with Jonathan Majors? Jungle Land? That was a good movie.
I have not seen a ton of movies with him in it. To be
No,
fair,
that's fair enough. I won't talk about him anymore.
I do want to watch Devotion.
I don't know what
Oh,
that
it's in
is.
theaters right now. It's a World War II plane movie. It's got him and Glenn Powell. He was in Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
Apparently, it's still showing.
Glenn Powell. Who do I know him from?
Top Gun Maverick. He was in Set It Up. He was the guy in Spy Kids 3, if that rings a bell.
The guy! Oh my
He was the
god, no
guy.
fucking way!
He was
Holy shit,
so.
he's the
I think so.
guy.
I think he was.
That's
Hold on, maybe.
great. Good for him.
Oh no, I'm totally wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's Elijah Wood. I'm so sorry.
oh, right. Oh man, I got
I
so
really thought it
excited.
was Glenn Powell. That's my bad.
I got so excited. Fuck.
I can't believe I'm wrong about that. I truly believe that. Like that's not just something
That
Glenn
ruined
Powell.
my day. I pictured his face in the suit too. That's the thing.
Oh, but he was in Spy Kids. He just wasn't the guy.
Who was he in Spy Kids then, if not the guy?
The name that is coming up is the long-fingered boy. Right? That's
That was my nickname
that's
in college.
that's uh that's what I got.
That was my nickname in college. Hold on, let me look this
Uh,
up real quick.
Yeah, so he was in Spy Kids 3. He just was not. He was not. That's annoying.
Let me see here. Who's long fingered
Ah,
boy? Oh, that fucking kid.
yeah.
The
I can't
goofy
remember if he was
one.
really annoying or not.
He's like a bad guy, I think. Not like a
Oh, is he?
bad
I don't
guy,
know.
but he's like not a good guy either.
Straight up don't remember. I have no idea.
He like
I think he's a decent looking.
kicks the shit out of fucking Junie at the beginning of
Oh,
the
does he?
movie, I think. Yeah.
I think he's a good looking dude. His eyes are a little close together.
Yeah, for sure. You know who he looks like? He looks like Clint Eastwood's son.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, looks like Clint Eastwood's son.
Scott Eastwood. Talk about someone who looks a lot like his dad.
Yeah, he really does. It's crazy. He looks just like him.
Especially, although I will say he did not get Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood's 6'4", I think.
Is he really?
Yeah, and I think Scott Eastwood's
Six
he's
four
only
is just
5'11".
slightly too tall. I think if you're between 6'1" to 6'3", it's like perfect height. That's like tall, but you also fit through doorways.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood's 6'4".
Wow, that's crazy.
Clint Eastwood's a big dude.
Yeah, he is. He's a big dude. He's got good genes though. His son's a good looking guy.
Sounds a good looking guy.
Yeah,
What else has he
very
been
good
in?
guy.
I feel like I've
He
seen.
was
Oh, I
in
saw him in The Wrath of Man, which was
that movie
mid
was
at
that
best.
was terrible, but
Yeah, it
he
was
was
not
in
good.
that. I liked him, but yeah, that movie
Oh, he's in
sucked.
Fury. Who did he play in Fury?
He's in Fury. This is like one of the most inside episodes of the
Played
podcast.
Sergeant Miles. He was in Pacific Rim Uprising. Who's
Didn't
he?
see that.
I also
I didn't
I
like the
saw the
first
first
one.
Pacific Rim. I did like the first one.
Really?
He's in the Suicide Squad.
No, he is not. Who the fuck is he in Suicide Squad? For a second, I pictured him as Captain Boomerang, but that's Jack Courtney.
He played Lieutenant. Sorry, it's not giving me the whole name. It's just Lieutenant GQED. I don't know.
Let me look this up then. Speak while I look this up.
Suicide Squad, for doing so terribly and everyone hated it, it did pretty good at the box office. I mean, it's 746 million.
It was a commercial.
That's pretty damn
success.
decent.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, he is in it. That's crazy. Wow, that's wild.
Crazy. We live in a wild world.
We do live in a wild world. That's wild.
You know, a good TV show that was then ruined by the second season, in my opinion.
What's that?
Altered Carbon.
Oh yeah, for real.
First season so good, second season so bad.
The first season was mostly good. It kind of got
that is true.
a little bad towards the end.
You're right.
In my opinion.
For whatever reason, like Joel Kinnaman's, whatever his character's name was in it, his sister might be the worst actress I've ever seen in my entire
Fucking
life.
terrible. How did she ever get that role?
I have no idea, because she was really, really bad.
And then they went from Joel Kinnaman to a better actor, and they dropped the ball. They went from Joel Kinnaman to Anthony Mackie, fucking A-lister, and they dropped.
I'll be honest, I have not been overly impressed by Anthony Mackie's acting.
Really? I think he's great.
I didn't really like him in Captain America and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I didn't watch that.
I watched some like weird knockoff movie with him in it. Like it's like a Netflix movie.
Huh.
Anthony Mack. It's like a Netflix like martial arts movie, which was really just not good.
Very interesting.
Let me find it. I heard he's good in The Banker, but I haven't seen it. I do want to see it. Okay, I haven't seen him.
Oh yeah, Outside the Wire. Yeah, I didn't see that. It didn't look good, so I didn't watch it.
He was in Real Steel. Loved Real Steel.
He's in Real Steel?
I guess. I don't know who he plays.
That's crazy.
There was a second Real Steel.
Oh yeah, he's in fucking Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I forgot about that. Absolutely
I loved that movie.
That's a great movie.
Loved that movie.
It's a great movie, bro.
People hated on it, and I thought it was good.
I thought it was wonderful. That guy actually looks like Abraham Lincoln too. Fucking what's his name? It doesn't matter. Anyway, great job.
I like Google trying to tell me that Anthony Mackie is in Real Steel 2, and I'm looking at it, and Real Steel 2 is just not a movie.
Real Steel 2 doesn't exist. They're not going to make a sequel.
I know it doesn't exist. That's why I'm so confused as to why it's telling me he's in this movie that doesn't exist.
They've already done the underdog story. Where do you go from there?
I don't know. Yeah. It's a great movie. Stand by it. I do love Real Steel.
I guess they could do a sequel because they didn't actually win like the world championship.
Oh yeah, because he lost to Zeus. Yeah, he lost to Zeus.
They won in everyone's hearts, but they lost to Zeus. So I guess you could do a sequel to like get the belt or title or whatever. I don't know. There's no point. They already did it.
He's older than I thought he was. He's 44.
Anthony Mackie, yeah, everyone's older than you think they are at this point.
You are accurate.
Fucking Chris Evans is like almost like I think he's got to be breaking 40.
Probably Sebastian Stan's 40.
Yeah, Sebastian Stan. Talk about someone who only does a great job in Marvel movies. It's crazy. I saw one other movie with him in it. It's called Fresh. It was so fun. Actually, no, he was good in I, Tonya. But I saw one other movie with him in it called Fresh, and it fucking sucked. It was like he was like he like kidnapped women and like cut off parts of them and like kept them alive to keep the meat fresh and like sold it to cannibals, like really rich people.
Sounds awful.
It was fucking terrible.
I will say it's got an 82 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's not good. You should watch it because it's terrible.
I don't want to watch it.
It's really not good.
Why would I want to watch it?
And like there's this one girl that he kidnaps who's like different, but he cuts her ass off, but they date. Kind of like they have dinner together a few times. Fuck, I just dropped that.
I'm never watching that.
It's terrible, but it's got Daisy Edgar Jones and she's very cute.
I don't know who that is. I'm gonna look that up. Daisy Edgar Jones.
Now that I'm looking at her,
she's I was gonna say she's fine.
Now that I'm looking at her, she's not that cute.
She's like a 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's like a 5.
5.5 maybe.
I'm gonna stick.
Depends on the angle. Depends on the angle.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 5. You know who would be great if this like show ever got big? You know who would be great to have on here? I'd love to have like a porn star on here. That would be so fucking funny.
But then we would just be the Stiff Socks podcast. That's all they do now.
Oh, that's gay. That's lame. Yeah.
It's Trevor Wallace and the other guy.
Yeah.
They just have porn stars on it and then like ask them questions and then like call Young Gravy and that's it. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's lame. That is lame.
I don't know.
Yeah, never mind. Maybe we don't want that. I don't know where we're gonna take this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we can't be.
Eventually, we'll hit our stride.
we can't follow along. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not. Because I think also, if I'm being honest, I think podcasts are falling off right now.
Well, to
And
be
so
fair, there's a billion of them.
yeah, there's a billion of them. And so I think a lot of them are falling off and like a lot of them are losing viewers and shit like that. I think also it's because people are like going back to work. Like people are
Yeah.
back at work now and like back at school. And so I think that's a big reason. So we gotta be the diamonds in the rough. We got to,
Okay.
yeah. No, that's us, bro. We got it. We could do it. Definitely,
Definitely.
for sure. 100%. Anytime, any day.
All
Yeah.
right, we're a little over an hour and a half now. Do you want to call it?
Yeah, fuck it. We'll call it. We'll call it. All right.
So you don't have to do too much recording. And I feel like we got a decent amount of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're doing just fine. All right. That'll be it.